Hello, beautiful people. Like, share, and subscribe. Guys, I want to play a very funny video for you guys of Tinubu wife saying that Asiwaju doesn't handle money. And after the video, I will let you know my thoughts. Very funny video. It's funny to me anyway.
Does Ashiwaju really handle money? Not really. I will tell you I remember after I finished as governor, we used to have this staff at home. If you need anything, he would say, go and meet so and so. I said, how would I be collecting money from your staff? He said, that's where I collect to. If you like to, fine, and that is who he is. When people say about money, I just say, TG Jakes was the one who said that people's expectations of you, God will make it a reality. When they say he owns the money of the world, I just wonder. Mr. Shetima knows that. I will beg him. Before we went to Kano yesterday, I was begging him just to give me 2 million naira. I begged at the end of the day, when he even gave me, I forgot it. Because it was Mr. Shetima who went to the house to pick it up for me. I packed it, but it was very late. Even today, if you had asked us to give you anything, if I have anything in my bag, maybe 150,000, that's what is there. But and I keep telling people it's not about money.
A few moments later,
Sang here today, they're expecting the best for Nigeria. Nigeria's wealth is the commonwealth of all. It belongs to everyone. God has blessed my family. We don't need the wealth of Nigeria to survive, but to do the right thing. And I promise you on this altar that with your help, with the help of God, we will set this nation on the right path. We need your prayers. Quite a bit. God bless you. Because I don't know when I'll be back here. So let my speech be meaningful and for you to hear. KBSC brought all of us here. If it hadn't been for KBSC, I don't think maybe I will come into, because I'm now taking care of over 200 and something million people. And KBSC, between the BC and KBSC, I'll donate 1 billion to the school.
Hello, beautiful people. So I don't know if you watch the video to the end, you will see a lot of contradiction from Asiwaju doesn't handle money. That means she's almost trying to say, look as if she's saying that Tinubu doesn't have money. They had to borrow money from Shetima. I think it was before the election. To at the end of the videos, donating 1 billion naira to I think is the university she attended, one of the universities in the southwest, to make the university more beautiful. I don't know if she donated the money through the office of the first lady or from her own personal pocket. 1 billion naira. And by the way, the first lady's office is not constitutional. I don't know why these people keep wasting money. When we talk, they don't understand. Yesterday, I was discussing with a friend, and I always wonder whether these Nigerian politicians, whether they brainstorm. Let me tell you, I'm not a politician, but I was brainstorming on how they can make the prices of animal produce cheap. Nigerians need protein, you understand, very importantly, and I'm going to explain to you how they can do it. You understand? Because I'm wondering whether these people ever come together. All this, whether she advises the husband, or whether she and her children, or whether Nigerian politicians brainstorm. Let me tell you how Nigerian government can actually make animal produce cheaper, and in a way of subsidizing meat, so that food and protein can be cheap. Let's imagine Nigerians have a lot of meat and a lot of egg and a lot of this thing very cheap. That one can even reduce their suffering. Now let me explain it. So I was talking with my friend. We were brainstorming on that. We are not politicians, and we are brainstorming. But when they get there, they can't brainstorm. So we are talking about making food cheap. Let me explain how we can do it. So I told the guy, okay, let's assume Nigeria doesn't produce feed, because feed is the major component of why animal produce is expensive. You can hear the poultry farmers saying that they want to increase the price of egg to 10,000. And in this my channel, I've always mentioned about farm zones. I always emphasize on it for easy monitoring. I've always talked about farm zones for easy monitoring. And I said, okay, let's assume Nigeria would import 1 billion naira worth of feed into Nigeria. Because feed, all the chicken eat feed. many animals, pig, etc. They eat feed. Now, what is the major component of most of this feed? Is soya beans and maize. Let's assume Nigeria also have the capacity to grow it immediately now. So what is the thing you're going to do? So you can create zones and say, okay, in this zone, in the socio-political zones, and in a very, let's say this is a pilot scheme, you can do it in a large scale. Even a pilot scheme can be in a large scale because it cannot totally fail, Then you can say, okay, if you studied agriculture, look for communities and say, okay, we need you to lease a large area of land. If you lease it, will provide for you a world-class primary and secondary school free, healthcare center, primary healthcare center free, you understand, and sports center world-class. When I mean world-class, when the community see it, in fact, you build this thing first of all for them. When they agree, when they see it, they will be so marveled that, wow, so this is possible, So when you get the land, you can say, okay, the graduates in the community who studied agriculture, so that the process will be streamlined. They will be the first option if they are interested. You understand what I'm saying? So you can say, okay, those of you that studied agriculture, federal government will give you loan, train you. Those are okay, or the priority can be those that are already doing meat production. Do you understand? You can say, okay, we'll give you loan. We'll bring people that will train you, and you can scale them up. You have, let's say, 5,000 chicken for each of them. These are this thing. You build capsule hotel for them, separate from the quarters where they will be doing the chicken thing. So at the end of the day, they will be producing the thing. They will even have all this incubation center, what do they call it, hatching center, and all those in that facility, so that when they finish getting their chicken, they will sell it. Then these things can be sold to particular distributors, so that the price will be maintained. You understand what I'm saying? There will be an agreement, everything will be signed. From there, you can crash the price of poultry. I don't want to explain in details, they know what I'm saying about. I'm not the best brain, but imagine me cracking head for this kind of thing. You do this, like I mentioned, you do these centers and everything, and it will be easier for easy monitoring, so that the whole thing is not scattered everywhere. Maybe somebody training chicken in my house, you give everybody loan. You don't even know whether, if the people, let's assume you subsidize the feed for them. You don't even know whether after subsidizing it, they will go and be selling it high. You understand? Why I'm mentioning zone is for easy monitoring, and this you can do it for chicken, for goat. That place might not only be for poultry, it might be for tolo, for chicken, for pig, many things, just animal zone. You understand? When you do it and it works, then you can even scale it more and more. You build more centers, So, and this thing must be in a very rural area. Then you do access roads and everything. So these are just ways. Then the second year, you can say, okay, now we must start producing what do they call it? The maize and soya beans in our country, and look for how to get our engineers to mix it up, food scientists to mix it up, Nigerian, train them, go send them to best country. There are some people that already know how to do these things. You do competition, who can do this thing, who can do this thing, there will be money for you. Come and prove yourself. Do you understand? You can be like Big Brother Nigeria. Come and prove yourself. Let's see how this chicken will grow. Let's see how this feed will grow. In the best one that did the best product of natural products will have so money. I'm just telling you ways a country can grow. You start from the grass before you start talking of tech and all those things. People must eat first. If you must solve the problem of a country, you must solve it in scale of preference. Food, shelter, clothing, others, etc., electricity and all those ones. They should wake up. All this wasting money up, and I don't know whether it's an individual money or this money, all this wasting money up and down, it can never make Nigeria. That's why sometimes when I look at the government, that's why I say this governorship must scrap it, so that there's uniformity. We already have 6 zones, so that if one region is doing well, the thing you will see the growth will be even and affect a large scale. Make we wake up. Other countries are mocking Nigeria.